the motion of an object can be represented by pictorial formation like distance, time, graph. We know from the graph we can get an idea of the reasons why the graph has plotted. We can get the informations quickly and easily. So like the same, if we plotted a distance time graph, from that we can get at what time the object is at what distance, otherwise the object how much time the object to take to cover this much distance. Not only that, with the distance and time we can find out the speed of the object, and also on watching the graph and seeing the graph we can come to a conclusion that if the object is moving in uniform motion or non-uniform motion. So like that, many informations we can gather from a single graph. So now we are going to study how we can plot the distance time graph. Normally in graph there will be a horizontal axis x dash, and vertical axis y dash, isn't it? And where the point where these two axes are intersecting is called its origin O. What? The origin O. So you know that now you are in maths, you are studying integers, so you know about the negative numbers and positive numbers. So at x, y, this quarter we are dealing with the positive numbers, and all other 3 quarters the negative numbers also come. So while giving the information about the motion of the object and finding the speed, otherwise distance covered, time, in all these things we are using the positive numbers. So to plot a distance time graph at this the preliminary stage, early stage, we this quarter is enough for us. Okay, so we will took only the quarter x, y, and this is O origin. Okay, so in x axis we will take the time, because time is a constant varying one. So which is the constant varying one, we will take it in x axis. So time in x axis. And if you took time in x axis, then what will be in y axis? Distance. Distance also varying, but sometimes constant, sometimes the variation will be different. So we will take distance in y axis. So when you are writing the physical quantities like this axis, you must write their unit also. You must write their unit. So what is the unit of time? The standard unit of time. Yes, second is the standard unit of time, isn't it? So we have to write the unit within bracket as S. And for distance, what is the unit? Yes, meter. So we have to write M. And after that, we have to put an arrow like this. The arrow shows that it is what? Continuing one. You know, at one end the starting point is there, and another end, if you put an arrow in a line, what is that? It is a ray. Ray means ray has the starting point but no ending point. Like the same, the x-axis is going on this direction, like the same y-axis going on in this direction. So we are putting at one end what? Arrow. So the both side you have to put the arrow also after the unit. So this is the fundamental plotting of the what? Distance time. Not only distance time graph, any graph if you are writing, so you have to write the quantity of x-axis and its unit and put the arrow mark like this, like the same. In y-axis you have to write the quantity, its units and the arrow. If the quantities contain units, you have to write the units. Okay. So here these are the physical quantities. It contains, surely it contains units. So we are writing the units of this quantity. So like this we are plotting the distance time graph. It is the must. In x-axis we are taking this time and y-axis we are taking the distance quantity. In your textbook, see the table 13.6, some datas are given. So let me try, it is an activity. So let me try to plot a graph for this data and let me check in what manner we are getting the graph of distance time. Okay, so here we have the magnitudes in time. It's starting from 0. So both the distance also, time also, at origin it's starting from 0 and then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here they give the time is in minutes. So what we have to do? You have to change the unit as minute. So according to the question, what the unit they gave, that one we have to write. So as a standard one, we are writing the time in seconds and distance in meter. But if they ask to plot the graph by giving the data, what unit they gave, that unit we have to write. So here time in minutes. Then what about distance? Distance in kilometer. So we have to change that unit also as kilometer. So that also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what will you do? You will check at 1 minute the object, moving object. Here the motion of the car they gave. So at 1 minute the moving object cover 1 kilometer. So here 1 minute and 1 kilometer where it is intersect, there we have to put a point, isn't it? Here it is intersecting. And in the second minute it cover, second means 2 kilometers. So it is touching here. So we have to keep a point here. And in third minute it covers third kilometer, means 3 kilometers. So for your understanding, I am keeping these dots. There is no need to keep the dots because in our graph paper we will have the grids, small and bigger grids. So where it is intersecting, there you may put only these points. Okay. Here for your understanding I am keeping these points. This is no need, only this point is enough. And in 4 minutes is cover 4 kilometer. And in 5 minutes it's cover 5 kilometers. So after putting the points, after plotting the points, then we have to join the points from the origin, from the 0. So how it will be? It will be a inclined straight line, isn't it? It will be a straight line from the origin. Inclined means what? It is not a straight, it is a straight one but not a perpendicular vertical one, it is a inclined one. So from the origin we are getting a straight line. So the distance time graph, if the object is in uniform motion, then we will get a straight line. Okay, for uniform motion we will get a straight line for the object for distance time graph.